Invoicing is completed at least once per month for recurring monthly parking charges and fees. It's also possible to create invoices at any time during the month for charges created between invoicing cycles. Most commonly, this would be for new parker signups or validations. If charges are created in between invoicing cycles, with the exception of prorated parking charges for a new parker generated after recurring invoicing has been processed, but no invoice is generated when these charges are created, then these charges will be included on the invoices generated during the recurring monthly invoicing process. The first step to create recurring monthly invoices is to open the Invoicing menu within the AR and Billing tab. Next, select the location you will be working with from the drop-down menu. Select the invoices by using the checkbox to the left of the invoices, and then click the Auto Create Parking Charges button. A dialog box will appear where you can select the charge date. This date is the date that the system will use for each of the charges created and added to the invoices and will determine the accounting period you are generating charges for. Please note, we recommend that if signing up a parker in the middle of the month and you have already generated your full month invoicing for the following month, that you use the next month's charge date for that parker. This will capture the current month's charges as well as the charges for the upcoming month. The additional billing and validation boxes will be checked by default, and these can be unchecked if these types of charges should not be added to the invoice. Next, click Build Charges. This will generate all recurring monthly charges for accounts at this location. A confirmation dialog box will appear. Click Yes to confirm that charges should be created. You will then return to the invoicing screen, and charges created will be displayed. Please note that taxes will not appear on this screen. Taxes calculate as part of the invoice creation step. Next, click the box next to Actions to select all charges. All rows will be highlighted, and then select Create Invoices. This will create the invoices for the charges appearing on the screen. The Confirm Invoices dialog box will appear. Here you can confirm you want to create invoices and select the invoice due date. The invoice due date will default to the day you are creating the invoices. After selected, click Yes. If there are any remaining invoices that contain errors after the generation process, an invoicing process notification will display. The report will contain invoice numbers and the errors that occurred with each invoice so that you can address them. There may be multiple pages of this report. All applicable charges are now removed from the queue, and a message displays at the bottom of the screen for total invoices created. Next, click on the Invoice Release submenu option within the AR and Billing menu. Next, select the operator. Then select your accounting period, the type of invoices to review, and start and end date. To review all charges on the invoices, click the link in the Invoice Review Report column for the location you are working with. A report of the charges, including applicable taxes, will display for review before finalizing invoices. Next, we will complete a final review and release invoices to customers. To work with a specific location, select the applicable operator and accounting period. Leave the invoice status to In Review and use the date filters. These will filter charge dates for entries on the invoices. Click the arrow to the left of a location to view the invoices at this location. The invoices are still in a draft or pending form at this stage. You can click on any invoice number to view it. On the invoice release screen, you can delete any invoice that is incorrect at this stage. If this is necessary to generate a corrected invoice, first delete the invoice or invoices that need to be updated. Click OK to confirm. Next, make necessary changes to the applicable accounts and then repeat the previous steps in this video. 3 options are available to release invoices to account holders. First, each invoice can be released on its own by clicking on the Release link to the left of the invoice. Additionally, all invoices for the location can be released by clicking on the box next to the location name. Or, you can select all invoices in a region or at the company level by clicking on the box next to the organization level. After clicking on the applicable box, click on the Release Selected Locations button at the bottom of the screen to finish releasing the selected invoices. This moves the invoices from pending to open and finalizes them. Nothing has been sent out to the Parkers at this stage. When you select the Open Invoices to view, the invoices that were just released appear. Note that the Release link next to each invoice is grayed out now, and the email buttons are live. To distribute invoices to accounts, you can click on the Invoice link next to any single invoice to email it to the account. These emails will only go to accounts with a valid email address. Additionally, you can click on the box to the left of the location name or a higher level in your organizational structure, and then click on the Email Selected Locations button at the bottom of the screen. This will distribute emails to all accounts that are set to receive invoices by email. Next, click Print Selected Locations to generate a PDF file to print all invoices for accounts that are set up to receive paper invoices. Please note, only accounts that have selected email delivery will receive an email, and only accounts that have selected paper invoice will print when this button is pressed.